Hey there! So in this video today, I want to take you to a little bitty lodge, and I do mean a little bitty lodge. Probably a small lodge. Well, one of the smallest lodges I've ever been in. This is a lodge called Loftin Lodge in Ephesus, Georgia. Yeah, I said that right. Almost sounds like a sneeze. Ephesus. It's in Ephesus, Georgia. I'm sure you know where it is. It's near Roopville. You don't know where that is? Look it up, Google it. You'll find it. Because you're now entering the coolest life. To even get to this lodge, you have to drive a long way. It's north of LaGrange, Georgia, and which is and you run into a little town called Franklin, and you go north of it. It's actually northeast. No, wait, take that back. It's northwest of Franklin. But once you get over there, you find it's to even get there, you have to pass a whole lot of open fields with all kinds of animals. I saw a lot of goats and cows and horses out that way. When you first reach this area, this little building, it sits just off the road. As a matter of fact, if you wanted to change places in the parking lot up front, you might run into oncoming traffic. Something interesting in every lodge that you go into, they'll have this particular one has a display of corn, wine, and oil, which is significant in the fellowcraft degree. Now, this particular set was made by a local brother, and there's another one that they have in Central Hatchie Lodge that is almost identical to this one. And actually, the same brother is a member of both lodges, and he made one for each of those lodges. So here's the first picture here. It's a little dim. You can tell, and I tried to adjust some lighting and give you another shot of this lodge. You can see it's set up as most lodges in Georgia are. It's pretty typical the way it's set up. It is a really nice lodge, though. It's small. When I say small, their dining room is right over here to the left of the altar from what you're looking at now, and they'll set up a few tables and bring in some cobbler of some type, a cherry cobbler, or one of the brothers his wife will make some cobbler, and of course they have ice cream there also. But we definitely eat well. Any lodge you go to, you're going to eat well, I assure you. Typically they ask for $5 donation, so you eat really well for $5. But at any lodge you go to, there's always a couple of guys. And when I say a couple of guys, there's always a couple of guys that are the rock of a lodge. These two guys here, Dennis and Wallis, they are the rock of Loftin Lodge. Both of them are past masters of this lodge several times over. One of them is the current sitting secretary of that lodge and also part of the district group also. But we don't always dress up in overalls, but whenever they have their overall meetings, I typically like to go. They call it their Oldtimers Night. Some guys show up with overalls all the time, but definitely not every meeting. These guys don't normally wear overalls on a regular meeting, but they do this night. But these are definitely the rocks of Loftin Lodge, and hope you enjoyed seeing their lodge. Again, it is a beautiful lodge, and if you ever get a chance and you're up in Ephesus, Georgia, go on up and see these brothers up in Ephesus at Loftin Lodge. I forget what the number is, but it's on the sign right there. But go see those brothers. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you do, like and subscribe. You can always use the extra numbers. I'm almost up to 60 now. Wow, it's amazing how many people subscribe to this channel. I try to do a little bit of everything as far as travel and different videos like that. So you want to always check it out and like and subscribe, and also hit that little bell so it'll let you know what videos I have coming up. Because you are now leaving the coolest life.